Been taught to watch the wrong number your whole life. Your paycheck, how much comes in. And nobody ever told you that the number that actually decides whether you end up free or stuck is a completely different one. And most people couldn't tell you theirs if you put them on the spot. So let me give you what they never did. But I'm not going to bury you in 100 money terms you'll forget by tomorrow night. No spreadsheets, no jargon, no glossary. Just the few things that change your life. Said plain enough that they finally stick. And it starts right here. It's called your net worth, and forget the rich person sound of it, because it's dead simple. It's everything you own minus everything you owe. Add up what you've got, your savings, your car, anything worth something. Subtract everything you owe, credit cards, loans, all of it. Whatever's left is your net worth, and for a lot of people that number is small, or it's sitting below zero. That's fine. We're not here to judge where you're standing today. We're here to point the arrow up. Your income buys your lifestyle. Net worth buys your freedom. Those are two completely different things. Somebody pulling 170 grand a year and spending every dime of it is not free. The day that paycheck stops, their whole life stops with it. Meanwhile, somebody making 60 and quietly keeping a chunk of it every month is slowly buying something the big earner never will. So yes, you have to make money. That's real, that's step one. But making it was never the win. Keeping it is. The whole game is getting that one number to climb year after year. So let me show you how you make it climb. Start here. Every single thing you spend money on does one of two things. It puts money in your pocket, or it takes money out. That's the whole split. The stuff that pays you back is an asset. The stuff that just drains you is a liability. And almost nobody looks at their money this way, which is exactly why they stay stuck. A car you take a loan out for is a liability. It loses value the second you drive it off the lot, and it pulls money out of your pocket every month in payments, gas, insurance, repairs. A skill you pay to learn that bumps your income is an asset. It pays you back for years. Same money leaving your account. Two opposite directions. So before you buy anything big, run it through one question. Is this going to put money in my pocket down the road, or take money out? You don't have to be perfect, and you're allowed to buy things just because you want them. But if you don't even know which ones are feeding you and which ones are bleeding you, that number we just talked about will never move. Because you're stuffing your life full of liabilities and calling it living. Now here's the force that decides how fast that number climbs. And the wild part is it works while you're asleep. Compound interest. Most people's eyes glaze over at those two words. So let me say it plain. It's money making money, and then that new money making more money on top of itself. And here's what matters. It runs in both directions. Put your money somewhere it earns, and compound interest is the best employee you will ever hire. It works 24 hours a day, never takes a break, never asks for a raise, just quietly stacks money you didn't lift a finger for. But carry a balance on a credit card, and that same force becomes the worst enemy you've got. Your debt grows while you sleep too. Interest piles on top of interest, and that $40 dinner you threw on the card 3 years ago quietly turns into a $90 hole you're somehow still paying off. Same force. One side builds you a fortune, the other side buries you. The only question is, who's collecting it? You or the bank? So kill the debt that's using it against you, and then turn it around and put it to work for you. Now you might be thinking, fine, I'll just keep my money safe in the bank where nothing can touch it. And this right here is the trap that catches the responsible people, the ones who think they're doing everything right. Because cash sitting still is not safe. It's quietly bleeding. Every year, prices go up. That's inflation, and it never stops running in the background. So the 10,000 you've got saved buys a little less this year than it did last year, and less again the year after that. You didn't spend a cent, but it's worth less. Leave your money in a regular account, paying you almost nothing while prices climb around 3% a year, and you are guaranteed to lose, slowly, every single year, while feeling smart about it. So get this straight in your head. Safe does not mean sitting still. Safe means working. Money that just sits is money that shrinks. But cash does have one job it's perfect for. And this is the last piece, the one that clears up the confusion almost everybody walks around with. Where you put your money depends entirely on when you're going to need it. Money you need soon, in the next year or two. Your emergency cushion, the trip you're taking next summer, a down payment you're pulling together. That belongs in cash, in the bank, safe and boring. Because you cannot risk it dropping right before you reach for it. But money you won't touch for 10, 20, 30 years, that belongs invested and growing, because over that much time, it has room to ride out the bumps and turn into something real. Short-term money stays safe. Long-term money goes to work. Sort your money by when you need it, and two things happen. You stop being scared to invest the money you won't touch for decades, and you stop letting the money you'll need soon sit somewhere it could crash. Right money, right place. And here's where all of this has been pointing the whole time. The thing that climbing number is really for, people hear wealth and picture fancy cars and big houses. That's not it. The real thing money buys, the only thing worth chasing, is your time back. Right now, like almost everybody, you trade your hours for money. You show up, you get paid, you go home, and you do it again tomorrow. Everything we just walked through, growing your net worth, buying assets instead of liabilities, getting compound interest on your side. It's all aimed at slowly flipping that. Until one day your money is earning while you sleep, and you are no longer selling off every hour of your life just to keep the lights on. The poor trade their time for money. The wealthy trade money for time. That's the actual finish line, and now you know where it is. So don't let this be one more video you nod along to and forget by tonight. Do one thing, add up what you own, subtract what you owe, and find your number. Just look at it. That one move, knowing exactly where you stand, already puts you ahead of most people walking around with no idea. Then point the arrow up and keep it moving. If something here finally made it click, subscribe and stick around. Because everything on this channel is built to walk you from broke to free, one plain truth at a time.
Compound interest is powerful. It makes your net worth is what you own minus what you owe.